Good boy.
Close your legs. You're a damn skank. You're not people. Why do you look ashamed? Bee. Yes, Bee. Hi, Foodie Beauties. My lovers. My lovers.
From New York City to the Atlantic Ocean, there's a new phenomenon. I got my pelvis in motion. It's below the waistline, but right above the pubes. It's called the fupa girl. Now make your shit move. Make the fupa jump.
I'm back. Let's not fight again. So, yeah, I missed you guys. Yeah, I made portobello, stuffed portobello mushrooms. And these are some like big deli pickles. I love pickles. So these are just big portobello mushroom caps that I've roasted in the oven, stuffed with some corn, some Kalamata olives, some little tomatoes, fresh cilantro, some other spices, a little bit of salt and pepper, some Reggiano Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to top it with some spicy hummus.
Hummus. I'm eating hummus.
You know, it's so easy to make this meal vegan. Take out the parm cheese. Vegan meal, and it's delicious. Little glob there. And a little glob here. Now, to drink, I have a big glass of ice, and I have naturally flavored blood orange sparkling beverage. I love blood oranges. Oh yeah. Hi. Hi. I wasn't talking to you. Every time I say hi to you guys, BB think, well, hi to you too, baby. Hi to you too. Oh, smells like real orange, like the peel. Woo! Yum! Oh my god, and I have a story for you today. OM. FG. It's not sweet. Oh, I love it. Okay, want a bite of my pickle?
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Sounds sexual. I was catfished. Okay. So yeah, I was catfished. Okay, get this, okay? It's okay. Okay. This is probably not a video for the younger audience, okay? That's for sure. But, in 2004, when I was finished high school, so I went away to that volunteer program, came back, went for a year of high school, and I decided that I would go to university right out of high school. Bad idea for me. And I would move in with my aunt, who at the time lived in Ottawa, Ontario. And I decided to move up there in January. I decided to start in the winter semester for school. I would live with her in her apartment. She lives in Jamaica now, and at the time she lived in Ottawa, where I went to university. And at the time that I was moving, she wouldn't be there for me. She was gone away for 2 weeks to Jamaica. And at the time I was emotionally dependent and I needed help. I mean, you know, I was moving away, going to school. There wasn't really anybody there for me when I got there. So I had the place to myself. But, you know, I was younger, kind of careless. And Anyways, so I moved in, had my own room, my own computer in there. And you guys remember the chat room IRC? Like that chat platform IRC had different chat rooms and things. So I ended up, out of loneliness, in the Ottawa chat room, talking to some guy. Started talking to me. Fresh cilantro. I can't remember his name even. But we talked often. He described himself as, pay attention to this, 6'4", short blondish hair, like dirty blonde, green eyes, and athletic build. Okay, a kind of alarm went off, like, is he for real? You know, sounds too perfect. So I was like, ooh, okay. You know, I normally have more of a thing for brunettes, for men that have dark hair, but I mean, I don't discriminate, right? If I like a guy, I like a guy. So he's like, well, why don't we meet? Why don't I come over? You know, your aunt's gone, it's perfect. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. You know, I was like excited, like we could, you know, get together.
Hey, you have a nice voice.
Thanks.
You never did tell me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
Because I want to know who I'm looking at.
Okay. Seemed like such a nice guy. But don't they always? Sorry, you might not want to hear about this, babe. It was a nightmare, so. So I caught him in a lie right off the bat, because he's like, okay, I'm gonna catch the bus. I'm like, the bus? You told me you drove. Like, you told me you had a BMW though. Like, I don't care if you take the bus. Why lie, you know? Anyway. So I'm like, you know, really anxiously awaiting this. I'm really nervous. Like, really nervous. I hate blind dates. I hate meeting people for the first time.
Oh, shit. What's up? What the fuck?
If I don't know what to expect. And you're like, really like me, you know? And like, I didn't lie about how I look, but... So I hear a knock at the door. The apartment door.
Oh my gosh.
Take a deep breath. I open the door.
Do not open that door.
And I was like disappointed, because I expected it to be him, right? And there were two guys standing there. I'm like, yes? I thought they had the wrong door. And he's like, Chantal? One of the guys was like, Chantal? I'm like, yeah. Like, how do you know my name? He's like, it's me. Whatever his name. Whatever the fuck his name was. From IRC. What? Okay. Let me break it down. The blonde hair he supposedly had was long, stringy, greasy brown hair. Black. With like faded green streaks in it. He had a bit of I just hit puberty stubble on his face, even though he was older than that. His 6'4", was more like 5'7". What else? His green eyes were brown. His body type was more like, I'm malnourished, but I drink beer. You get what I'm saying? Not what I expected. And it's not just that he looked like that, it's just that he was a liar, you know? So, so anyways, beside him was a tall, probably 6'4" guy, athletic build, brown hair though, and blue eyes. I was so confused. So I'm like,
I'm so damn confused.
like, who's this guy? And he's like, oh, he's like, I'm sorry, my cousin called me last minute and he was, you know, he was in town and he really wanted to come with me to meet you. I was like, okay, you know. So I didn't want to be rude and leave them standing out there, so I just let them in. Bad idea. Bad idea. Immediately, I mean, I took them into the place. Immediately they go to my aunt's liquor bar. The jock guy, the big guy, apparently he was a hockey player.
That's a hockey, you know, it's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Total douchebag, no matter what he was.
Why you have to be mad?
Opens the liquor, starts drinking.
Have a drink with us.
Beer. Aries, give the man a beer.
So I'm just sitting there like, you know, I think I was just too shy to say anything and question him, you know. So I said, whoa, I didn't know you were bringing anybody. And then as I said that, the guy, the hockey player guy, I don't even know his name either. He's like flexing his arms. He's like, what, you don't think I'm hot? I mean, on the outside he was handsome, but ugh. It takes a lot more than good looks to turn me on. Sorry. But anyway. So I'm like, I'll be right back. So I went to go walk towards the bathroom. The greasy-haired freak grabs me, starts licking like a fucking cow licks a salt lick, the side of my face, here, and then like kept licking my face. I'm like, oh, that's the grossest thing. I don't know what all men out there, never lick a girl's face, okay? I don't know. Comment below if there's any women who like that. I don't know any women at all. Who like the entire side of their face being licked and drooled on. No. And I could still smell it. I could smell his breath on my face like the whole night. Until I got to shower. So yeah, so that was lovely. So I was like, I turned around, I'm like, you know, like kind of,
Stop it!
I was like, oh, I just have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. He's like, He grabs my hair, he's like, fucking tongue fucks my ear, and he's like, hurry back. I wish her bathroom had a window. I wish her bathroom had a window. So, then the jock guy, who's like, come here for a minute. He's like bossy. I'm like, why? He's like, just come into the other room with me for a minute. So, I'm like, whatever, I'll humor him, you know? I'm like, I don't know, maybe he'll be alright. Go in the room, sits down on my computer chair, pulls out his cell phone and starts calling. He's like, I'm just gonna call my, there's a girl I'm seeing. We're in love, but she's married and she won't break up with him. Like, suddenly turns into a fucking Dr. Phil session. And meanwhile, I'm like, what? Ah! He's like, but the way she gets off by hearing me get from other women. I thought I'd seen it all. I thought I'd seen it all. So, he calls her. He's like, yeah, babe, I'm with a girl here. What do you want us to do? And I'm like, oh, no. I'm not having any part of this. I'm not having any part of this. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I'm like, you guys gotta go. I'm like, this is not what I thought it was, you know? I'm like, my aunt's gonna be home sooner than I thought. I forgot that, you know, I made up every excuse I could think of at the time. I was like, no, you gotta go. He's like, just 5 minutes. He pulls down his pants.
Excuse me, what?
Starts touching his...
What?
And I don't want to wiener shame. I've been with some guys who've had small... As long as they know what they're doing. But this guy was like... He had like a micro... It's like an actual thing. So he had a micro... It was just horrible. It was just horrible. They finally left. That's the last I heard of them. Thank goodness. So, I mean, that's the downfall of meeting people online instead of face-to-face first, but then you have exceptions like BB. Like, I met BB online, and he's my BB! Well, that was very delicious. It was healthy, it was yummy, and it was filling. Those portobello mushrooms are very meaty. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye, foodie beauties.
From New York City to the Atlantic Ocean, there's a new phenomenon. I got my pelvis in motion. It's below the waistline, but right above the pubes. It's called the Fupa Girl. Now make your shit move. Make the Fupa jump.